Well, hey everybody, I just wrapped up a project shooting in Wilmer, and I'm going to head back to the Twin Cities. I'm going to take the back roads home. We're going to go through some wetlands because it's raining, so why not? It's weather only a duck would love, so maybe we'll see some ducks, maybe we'll see some cool stuff. I don't know. Come on along. Well, the rain's picked up a little bit, and I'm hoping it dies down when we get to some of the wetland areas. I'd like to at least take a short walk, but no guarantees. It is very gray, though. As you can see, they have already had a grader go by, so it is spring grading season, so be alert when you're on the dirt roads out there. Yeah, I wasn't kidding. It's grader season, so keep your eyes up and watch out for some thick sand and things like that. So, cool. Well, I just pulled off in this little area in the Kandiyohi County waterfowl production area. This is an area that is preserved for wildlife habitat. It's to make sure that the waterfowl have a place to raise their young and breed and do all the things that waterfowl do. It's wet, so they must love it right now, and it's quite muddy as well. Just look at this. Well, that's a nice view. I'm parked up on a road that overlooks Mud Lake, which is just outside of the Genesee State Wildlife Management Area. It's a pretty area. It's really neat. And the blackbirds and the ducks are making lots of noise. They are loving the area and they are loving this weather. It has stopped raining a little bit, but it's perfect waterfowl weather, that's for sure. So I had to pull over and show you guys this. Look at the windmills. They look like ghosts, and they're like piercing the rain clouds. It's really, really cool. Creepy, but cool. Well, I just pulled into the Weicker State Wildlife Management Area, which is just across the border into Meeker County from Kandiyohi County, and it looks like it would be a neat place to walk around on a nice sunny day and hunt if you're a hunter. So I'm gonna take a quick look, but the rain's back, so it'll be a quick look. was hoping that little 2-track would lead farther on, but it just goes up a little bit and dead ends. So back on the road, here we go. Well, this area is dotted with a lot of wildlife management areas, and I just pulled into the popular state wildlife management area. Now, I don't know how popular it is, but that's the name of it. But it's probably pretty popular with ducks and other waterfowl. It's still raining a little bit, but I'm going to try to get a couple video clips before I take off. Well, I just pulled into the Butternut State Wildlife Management Area. It's not very big and it's just off the road, so there's not like a long road or anything to get into it. It looks like it would be a great place to pheasant hunt if you're into pheasant hunting. And there's a tree line here, and I bet that's really nice to look at, really cool to see in the fall when the colors are out. And here's my reminder that if you see some garbage, go ahead and pick it up. I know it's not yours, but just pick it up anyway. And if you bring something in, make sure you take it out. Well, that's a cool project, converting an old school into a house. Awesome. So this is the Acton Wildlife Management Area. It's maybe a mile by a mile, and it gets very little maintenance just because of its small size, but it's still pretty neat back there. Well, like I said, wildlife management areas are dotted across the entire state of Minnesota in every county. They offer very cool places to see wildlife, hunting opportunities if you're into that sort of thing, and often we just drive by them and never really take the time to explore, so I'm glad we did that today. So one of the things I love about getting out and exploring is you're driving and you see a sign that says historic site. You have no idea what it is, so you pull over and check it out. Well, next to the Acton Wildlife Management Area that I just showed you is a historic site of a battle. It's called the Battle of Acton. It was the U.S. government against the Dakota Indians, and it happened back in 1862. There's a plaque here, and that's it, just a little sign. So this farmland that we drive through every day and think nothing of has some incredible history to it, and it's pretty neat to discover those when you just take the time to get out and noodle and explore. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a like And share would be wonderful too. And a subscribe would be great too. That helps me out. You guys have a great time, and I will see you all down the road.